10 years ago, we set out on a big task.
I remember saying when I was going out to raise support for Pillar Dumfries that we were not just going to plant one church, but we were going to send church planters all over the world on Uncle Sam's dime.
The crystallized moment for that, I remember Stu Fugler was the first person I ever heard say really clearly, well, we already know 80% of the Marine Corps is going to end up in one of 4 locations.
Yeah, I remember that too. As soon as that was articulated to me, it felt like eureka. Yeah. This is the perfect fit. Love for God, love for country.
Really, the Praetorian Project is a combination of this missional idea, hey, if they're already going there, we can plant churches there, continuing to resource it, and of this shepherding heart to say, military families have a difficult experience, and they need our support in ways that are unique to their community.
By God's grace and a lot of hard work and a lot of partners, we now have a growing family of multiplying churches in military communities worldwide.
Planting a church in military communities is so challenging. All the turnover, all of the deployments. So having a family of churches, other pastors you can call out to, it's just so helpful.
Transient is the best word for it, for sure. I think when we planted till now, we have 2 families that are the same. One of those is my family. So we've seen a lot of turnover. It takes a very unique kind of person to be engaged with that work, because for a lot of people it's too much.
We now believe that God is calling us to focus our attention on 3 regions that have a heavy presence of military personnel across the country.
We believe planting multiplying churches in these 3 new areas will strengthen us and be a catalyst for reaching the nations with the gospel of Jesus Christ.
We may have a person for 6 to 8 months when they finally get to us, and we don't go, okay, you're 6 to 8 months, we're not going to invest in you. We're actually going to pour into you for the next 6 months so that you're ready to go on to the next place and know what to look for, so they know what healthy church looks like.
If you are not all the way in, that attitude is just going to carry over to where you're going on your next duty station. Like, it's never going to stop in the military. And so if you're here for 6 months, go all in for 6 months. It's healthy for you and it's healthy for the church.
Our desire is to reach out to those military members the same way we were reached out to and ministered to and loved and brought in, even though the church knew we weren't going to stick around for a long time. They still loved us, they still helped us, they still discipled us.
When Joshua felt called to go plant a church, the other pastors' wives rallied around me, gave me resources. Obviously, being a military wife myself, I saw the needs and what was helpful to us as a family as we moved around the country. And the Praetorian Project already embodies that, because they're trying to reach the military and bridge that gap.
It is amazing to watch. Hearts change, families change, marriages healed. Just, I could go on and on about what God has done.
Got healthy leadership in place, if you're being intentional about making sure everyone's getting discipled, plugged into small groups, you're going to see these leaders rise to the top, because God is always calling and drawing His people, and the Spirit of God is always at work in the midst of the church, because He wants to do bigger things than just our immediate context.
There's always room for new people. There's always a transition happening. People come and they know there's a place for them to plug into immediately as soon as they walk in the door.
In order to accomplish this task, we need your help.
Would you and your family join me and my family in this work?
Could you give $50 a month or $100 a month to support the efforts of the Praetorian Project?
Or maybe your church could contribute $500 or $1,000 a month from your missions budget to help us get into the next phase.
We have seen God working.
And we want to continue to see His work carried out through what's already been started through the Praetorian Project.
Will you join us?
Will you join us? Will you join us?
Will you join us?
Will you join us?
Join us.
Join us.
Join us.